Greetings, greetings. So, I just ate nothing but oranges, nothing but citrus for 7 days. Today is day 7. So, this is the wrap up. This is the wrapping up the entire 7 days of my experience, how I feel, how I felt throughout these past few days while eating only oranges and mandarins. Basically, I had clementines because they were more affordable. They were about $5 for a family size bag, and that was like a 5 pound bag, so it was a no-brainer for me. It was very inexpensive, a lot cheaper to eat that way than it has been with me creating all these luscious raw vegan meals that I tend to like to make. So that was a huge positive. Just how affordable it was to eat this way for the past 7 days. It probably cost me $50 for the entire week to eat. So that's a lot cheaper than what it usually costs for me to eat as a raw vegan. So that's one positive. Second positive, simplicity. How about not spending so much brain power thinking about food, thinking about what I'm going to eat, thinking about what I want to eat, thinking about just cravings and food addiction and overthinking food in general. I feel like for the past couple of years, what I have done was put so much mental energy into food, mostly because my goal was always to be a fully raw vegan for health reasons. It's not like it's just something that I wanted to do to be a better person for spiritual reasons. There's, people have their different motivations. Mine was because I was physically deteriorating and I felt like this was my only option outside of the allopathic medicine route, which really isn't an option because it's either just surgery or maintaining your illness and your sickness with pills. So you are just living a prolonged, lower quality of life, just keeping you alive enough with just enough energy to make sure that you still have to get up and go to work and pay your bills and live the life in the matrix, but never really feeling good enough for much else. And that's not living. That's not living. I'm young. I want vitality. I want to fully experience life if I'm going to be here for the duration of my time here on this planet. So if that means sacrificing the simple pleasure of eating whatever I want, even though it's not good for me, I'm going to sacrifice that for eating what's good for me. Because eating raw also doesn't have to mean eat boring. I have made some very delicious raw vegan meals, and I have tasted some very delicious raw vegan meals dining out. So there's that. But with this, the simplicity of mono eating only citrus for an entire week, once the decision is made, the decision was made. Like, I made the decision to plug into this challenge. A challenge is going to challenge you. A challenge is going to stretch you. So I was well aware that it wasn't going to be easy. The hardest part was the mental aspect of it. It wasn't the physical aspect of it, because I actually felt really good throughout this challenge. I think there was one day where I had a headache that lasted probably like 2 hours, which was likely some sort of detox. And there was another, when I was drinking the lemon juice in the morning, it would give me nausea, but then that would be followed with like a heavy bowel movement release, and that felt, obviously better and relieving afterward. So those were like the most, as far as like physical stuff, is when I would get the cramping and the nausea prior to the bowel movement release. And that was always when I had drank the lemon juice. I actually stopped drinking the lemon juice 2 days ago and just stuck to eating nothing but the oranges. So simplicity, just knowing exactly where you're going to eat, waking up in the morning, peeling all the oranges all together in bulk, putting them in my 4 pound Pyrex, and basically just having it with me if I'm here at the apartment, or if I have to work, bringing it in the car. It's basically my sidekick for the day. And that's when I eat when I started to get hungry. Yeah, and I just ate when I was hungry, and I would try to eat in bulk when I first ate as a meal. So I'd probably have like 6 or 7 or 8 at a time as a meal until I just wasn't hungry anymore. And then once I wasn't hungry, I would put my lid back on my Pyrex bowl and just go about my day doing what I had to do. There wasn't a lot of thought in like what I had to eat and eating. I didn't go back and forth in my brain about wanting something else. Like, it just really wasn't that hard for me in that sense. And I'm grateful for that because, it's a challenge, but it wasn't as challenging as I would have expected it to be, as I thought it was going to be. Especially it helps when you have nice, sweet, ripe fruit. And I was lucky enough for the most part to have sweet, ripe fruit. So when it's sweet and it's ripe and it's juicy and you're hungry, it's going to taste good. And then super well hydrated throughout this whole thing. So, never once did I didn't drink water at all. Like, I did not have a sip of water because the mandarins were so hydrating. They just tasted, they were hydrating. They were water. I was eating my water the entire time, and I was eating so much. And I was peeing like crazy, and I was moving my bowels like crazy. Like, I had such high energy to where I was actually so productive this entire work week. Got so much done, not putting too much overthinking into accomplishing tasks. I've started meditating, I would like to say almost 3 weeks ago at this point, and I am currently running a 10-day meditation challenge. It's called a Rising Ritual, and we get up at 7 a.m. We get on a we get in a Facebook room, and we have a pre-recorded audio that we listen to, and we zone out to that for 10 minutes. And then after that, I actually extend my meditation to an hour. I followed Dr. Joe Dispenza. I have a couple of his guided meditation videos downloaded on Audible. So I have been using one really consistently called You Are the Placebo. And I have been listening to that audio after my 10-minute meditation challenge, 10-day meditation challenge with the group that I'm in. Those meditations, since I have been doing this cleanse, I would say like around day 4 up until today, I feel like I've gone deeper into those meditations. Like, I genuinely feel like my practicing of meditation over the past couple of weeks are starting to pay off. Like, this morning's meditation was so good. My breathing was on point. So one of the health issues that I'm still clearing is like this overproduction of mucus in my chest that always like makes me feel like I need to spit all the time. And that's something that really motivated me to start on this journey in general a couple years ago. And it's gotten so much better. So the citrus is so good with cleansing out all that mucus from outside of my body. And I could feel the difference in how I was breathing this morning with my breathing, my breath work while I was doing the meditation. And I only breathe through my nose because a lot of my breathing issues are all nasal, obviously. But I get super congested, especially in the evening. But that's gotten so much better since obviously I just went raw in general. But being on these fruits, especially citrus, my breathing is like, I can feel it slowly but surely just getting way sharper. Like, my senses feel heightened, including my sense of smell. So it's been good for that. The hardest day was day 4 because I was tired of oranges at that point. Like, I was just tired of oranges to the point where it's not even like I wanted to eat anything else. I just didn't want oranges. So I probably had half of what I was usually eating, which was like an average of 21 to 22 oranges a day. I probably had like 11 or 12, and I say 12 to 15. I can't even count, because that day I was like just grabbing it when I got hungry, but like reluctant, like I didn't want to eat it. I ended up fasting half of the day just for the sake of like getting a break from just eating the same thing. That was the hardest part, was just like eating the same thing. um I still have like 9 peeled mandarins sitting in that Pyrex bowl. I believe I peeled like 21 of them. So I've eaten a decent amount. I'm pretty full right now. I don't know if I'm going to eat anymore. If I get hungry, if I get thirsty, I'm going to eat some. That's just how I've been doing it. I've been eating them as I go along. It feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Like, I'm so mentally, I'm so present. I'm so present. Like today, when I was at work, like what I set myself out to do this morning, all of it got done. All of it got done without a second thought. I know some people are way more disciplined, and when they say they're going to do something, they follow through. I'm not that person. I'll say I'm going to have a whole full day. I'll even go and get a planner. I'll fill out that whole planner, and literally will probably only do like 2 or 3 things out of a whole list of things I said I was going to do. And that's something that I'm working on, is my procrastination. I can be very lazy. But I have so much energy. I'm not using so much energy overthinking food. And it was never because, like, I don't have, like, don't get me wrong. When I say overthinking food, it's because I just want to be healthy. And sometimes you would think it would be easy to just do what you know is best for you. But food is so addicting that you literally go against your greater good. It's like literally behavior modifying, to the point where you don't even care about your health, because whatever that thing is that you desire is calling you so strongly, and you're so emotionally attached to it, that you are willing to even sacrifice your long-term health just for that temporary pleasure of tasting something. um and I know all of us go through that struggle, and that's why there's so many overweight people. It's not that they want to be overweight, they have the desire to get healthier and lose weight, but the food is so chemically addicting. It was actually designed to be chemically addicting, that without you being conscious of that and starting to like truly be intentional and like have a really strong why, you're going to be enslaved to those cravings, or enslaved to your emotional attachment to that food. Because a lot of people eat emotionally. People eat out of boredom. People eat because they're happy, out of celebration. People eat because they're sad, to cope. Like, eat food is the most commonly accepted drug. And when I say food, I ain't talking about healthy food. I'm talking about all the stuff, the fats, the oils, the salts, the fried food, the chips, the cookies, the candy, all the food that was designed basically to be addicting. That is the battle that I struggled with over the past couple of years, keeping myself away from overly processed, highly addicting food. So when you start eating very simple like this, it and then you do it regularly, now you're developing a habit. You're getting in the practice of doing something else, or you're changing the program, because your body is going to want what you give it. So that's a program. You have to change the program by starting a new program. You have to start practicing new habits. So mono mealing for 7 days and breaking the chains of variety and just looking at food as fuel has helped me strengthen my mind mentally. I even see myself incorporating a couple of days of just mono eating in a week, just for the cleansing aspect, just to have like that regular cleansing aspect to it, and the simplicity of it. It's affordable. My kitchen is clean. I don't have a bunch of dishes, a bunch of appliances. It's just easy. It's simple. You save so much time to do other things besides prepare food, think about food, going back and forth to the grocery store. Like, it's definitely a very simple way of living. If someone has the discipline to live like this, um, they're definitely doing it right. My thing is, I still love variety. I'm actually gaining enjoyment, a sense of fulfillment, and a sense of purpose from creating a lot of raw vegan dishes. Like, that makes me happy. It's like a form of meditation to chop up vegetables at this point, and I have like this creation aspect in my mind of what I'm going to put on my plate, and I love sharing it, and I love the creation process. So I don't see myself being a mono mealer lifestyle, but I do see myself incorporating mono mealing. And when I say mono mealing, I'm talking about what I'm doing now, eating the same exact thing all day, every day for a couple of days, and then just going back to doing what I do. This gives you so much clarity. It's very grounding. My body feels amazing. Like, my heart rate, just everything just feels so calm. It feels so crystal. It feels so good. It feels intuitive. It feels like how you're supposed to feel. Like, think about how you would feel being in like your most peak vital state of health in your body. No aches, no pains, um, no sadness, no overthinking, no depression, no anxiety. It just feels good. Like, I feel still. Like, I feel present. It This is definitely the way to go. So I'm gonna be challenging myself the entire month of January, 7 days at a time. I'm closing out the citrus challenge. Tomorrow starts the grape challenge. After that starts the 7 day pear mono eating challenge, and then after that it's gonna be apples. I'm not completely sold on apples. I might choose a different fruit, honestly, but that's what it is. And at the end of this, I can't wait to feel how much more heightened my clarity is going to be, how much deeper I'm going to get in my meditations, how much better I'm going to feel in my body. The only thing I don't look forward to is the weight loss, because I know that when I eat all fruit, I lose a lot of weight in a very short period of time. So, people, if you want to lose weight a natural, healthy way, and release toxins simultaneously, gain some clarity, increase your energy without the need of coffee, um, do a fruit cleanse. It doesn't have to be a mono fruit cleanse, but I'm just saying, go 30 days eating only high water fruit. I know that Orville Douglas has a challenge every other month where he hosts a fruit cleanse, and I've done quite a few of them, and that's where, when you see me lose that weight, when I came in, when, if you ain't seen me in a while and then you see me and then I just looked so much thinner and it seemed like it was out of nowhere, that was because of those 30-day fruit cleanses. My goal isn't to lose weight. I don't want to lose weight. I wish I could do this while maintaining my weight, but it's all about cleansing, and you're on nature's operating table. And if you still have ailments, like, cleansing is a detoxification journey, isn't just something that you do for a week. You don't do a liver flush for a week and think you can go back to eating the crap that you're going to need another liver flush from. That's not how this works. Like, when you have health issues, it took you basically your entire life to develop them, because you accumulated a bunch of waste in your body that you didn't properly eliminate over that same period of time. Um, your health issues is nothing but an embodiment of the lifestyle choices that you have made your entire life. So now you need to undo that with food, but not the kind of food that you ate. Obviously, it has to be, you got to get back on nature's operating table, and you have to start cleansing with hydrating, high watery fruit. And you do that, you're going to start releasing toxins, because when you're losing fat, you're also losing the toxins that those fat cells store, because fat cells store toxins. So when you're losing weight, you're not even really losing weight, you're losing waste. You're just getting rid of stuff that has been stuck in your body, has been clogging up all of your eliminative organs, which is why you have developed health issues. So not only are you going to lose weight, but you're also cleansing your body. It's a no-brainer. It's something that everybody should be doing. I don't care what your lifestyle is. I don't care if you're a diabetic. I don't care. You should be eating fruit, and you should be eating a lot of it. You have to start incorporating it into, like, you're a natural being. You have a natural body. It's really that simple. So you have to eat natural food. You know, not Metamucil. Eat some damn apples. It's really that simple. But okay, so this is over 20 minutes. I don't want to make it too long, but I just wanted to talk about my experience doing this mono citrus cleanse. And tomorrow I start the grape cleanse, and I will be documenting that as much as possible. And also be doing a 7-day wrap-up video after that, before I transition into doing the 7-day of pears, because I'm here to cleanse my gut so that I can just get my health back to where it's supposed to be. So right now I'm going to stay on this God diet until, not even until, like, this is a lifestyle. This is a lifetime thing. But I can't be lax. I don't want to be lax. I don't want to go back to eating cooked food. I don't want to go back to eating anything that will slow down my progress on my health journey. I know everybody doesn't understand, but I'm in my body. My body is the only one that is affected by this. So I could care less about anybody's opinion about what I do for myself. And people who usually have the most to say aren't really doing anything, and they have things that they need to take care of. So it makes them feel better to act like in their brain there's something wrong with me for what I'm doing, because it makes them feel better about the fact that they know they have problems that they're not willing to fix, that they're not willing to be proactive about. They only are expecting a doctor to fix their health, even though that doctor wasn't with them their entire lives, while they were consuming alcohol and drugs and eating fried food and eating way too much meat, eating way too much cheese, eating way too many processed foods, too many snack foods. The doctor didn't help you get sick, and you're expecting the doctor to help you get healthy. You know what? All a doctor is like a body mechanic. You know, all they can do is diagnose you, tell you what's wrong with you, and try to swap out your body parts through surgery, or get rid of them, and or prescribe you some kind of medication that they tell you you're gonna have to be on your whole life, when all you are is just overly toxic, and all you have to do is just get those toxins out of your body. That's why you have eliminative organs. Your intestines and your colon is so clogged that you're not completely eliminating what you put inside of you. Your body is a container, and it's accumulated so much waste over time to the point where it's clogged up your eliminative organs, your kidneys, your colon, your intestines, your skin. Why do you think you get acne? The toxins start coming out of your skin because they can't come out of your gut adequately. They can't filter out of your kidneys adequately, because your kidneys aren't functioning the way that they're supposed to because of your lifestyle. So you just have to cleanse your body so you can start unclogging these eliminatory channels in your body. It's really that simple. So thank you for listening. I'm grateful for sticking through this over these past 7 days, and I look forward to going even deeper in my cleansing. Grapes are super mucus pullers, so I look forward to just getting healthier and healthier day by day while I consume these grapes. And then the pears, like, that's like a straight up colon cleanse. So it's all about getting all the years of back waste that have been sitting in my gut. I would love to remove the mucoid plaque that's lining the intestine. So that's really my goal. But right now, I'm just going to stick to January with cleansing. I'm going to get back on my raw wave in February, start working on my recipes, because I'm working on my recipe book that is supposed to be dropping in March of 2023. Should all go well, that is the goal. And then, you know what? In March, I might actually do another challenge, another cleanse, another fruit cleanse. I don't know if it's going to be mono. I don't know if it's just going to be any kind of high water fruit that I want. But the goal is to just be constantly cleansing until my health and my body feels like where it's supposed to be. Like, I feel great right now, but I know that I can feel better. So this is what I'm doing. This is my lifestyle. I encourage other people to start taking control of their life, of their body, of their health. Nobody's going to do it for you. You have to make the decision. All right? I hope this was helpful. Peace. Love you all. And take care.